clearly, Danny. Hello, hello. How are you doing? So, I wanted to get on to discuss the footage that I've uploaded for you guys. There's been quite a few people who um, I have found on other channels that seem to be using the footage that I've recorded, and that is not okay with me, and I need to let you all know. Hey Angela, how you doing, girl? Just dealing with some issues with people that have uploaded my footage, my recording footage, and they're using it on their own channels. I honestly have absolutely no issues, no problem going to court with anybody who wants to counter that there is some issues with um, lawfully using the fair use footage and stuff like that. If folks want to use the footage, they need to go through the proper routes to get the permission in order to download it, in order to open it, in order to record it, and then upload it to your own channel. To go onto another person's channel and to take their footage, their recording, their work, and then put your own spin on it is not okay, you guys. Hello, Latina Power. Nice to meet you. I've never seen you here, so welcome. So, in all honesty, folks, my footage was, lawfully attained and stuff, and permission was granted and all of that, you guys. So I'm really not sure why, there's some people who feel like it's okay to just come over to the channel and record some things that I've recorded and then put their own, editing, their own coloring, their own, speaking and other footage additionally to it. You are still using my footage and my recording at that point, and you cannot do that. So, I wanted you guys to hear it from the mouth of the babe, as they say. Hello, Heather. You sent a lot of people to look at my footage, but taking it is entirely different. I agree, Angela. And good morning, Linny. Hey, Amy. So it's not okay in any way, shape, or form. And, it's not something that I do on my channel. Way back when I first started uploading, you guys, I was taking footage from news channels, and I was adding it in with my own commentary and doing my own footage. Now, everybody who's a YouTube creator knows about Article 13 and, the privacy things and, not being able to successfully take footage from a news channel or another channel and use it in your own channel and expect to collect monetization for ads being put onto that channel, So, if all of us have to abide by the rules and do things the right way and take the long road, the road less traveled, a lot more work, and figuring out things, along the process and stuff, like, I think that that's the proper way to do things. To just go on someone's channel because they've gotten some footage that you don't have and to use it without their permission and then put your own spin on it is illegal. So I'm not going to, fight and argue with a bunch of people about it. If I see that my footage is being used, I will report it. There's no need for somebody to be using my recording. When you can go and get it yourself, you can go and get your own permission. You don't need to be taking my upload or even a piece of my upload. I'm not okay with that, So I have absolutely no issues, no qualms, no problems going to court with anybody to prove on my end, the route that I took, the recording, the timestamps, the dates, the permission, and all of the evidence that I have to prove that I have this permission. I have no problem going to court to show that, So I hope that, this helps clear up whatever, some of the people who were popping in on my other live to say, I've falsely accused and stuff like that. You guys all know where you can get your footage from, where to get your permission from. And if you don't, then you should research that in order to find that out, right? So, you know, Jeanette, I really am not going to go around naming all of the channels because I really have no interest in defaming any of them. I don't think they, you know, they need to be defaced. I just think, like, if it's my footage, then no, you can't use it unless you have my permission. And I only gave permission to one person, and that was True Crime Troy, because he specifically asked, you know? So, yeah, like, I don't know what else to tell you guys, but I'm not sitting over here worried at all. I am a God-fearing woman, and I know when I'm right and I know when I'm wrong. And if I don't know that I'm wrong about something, well, geesh, I will learn about it, and I will apologize, and I will take the proper, you know, steps to correct that. Now, I do know that I've gone about everything the right way here, and I do see my footage that's being used on other channels, and that's not okay with me. So if we have any, you know, if I find it, I'm going to report it. Like, it's just pretty plain and simple. Hey, Clearly, Danny. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Hazel. Hey, Percy. Hey, Clary. How you doing, honey? Hazel from Spain. It's 5:34 p.m. Wow. It's only 22:11 here. Does all the research and hard work... Oh, Miss Sherry, does all the research and hard work, those who are lazy come to the channel and just steal our hard work. Yeah, and I mean, that's not okay. Like, I spent time in order to go through the process to be able to get that footage, download it, open it, and, you know, put my spin on it, and then someone goes and takes a piece of it and uses it in their own channel. You know, that's highly unlawful. And of course, I have some company that's popped in now. I have a visitor that came by this morning. So I didn't have too much time to spend with you guys, but I truly didn't want to. Maybe I'll just pause this because I just have to go give her a little bit of money. Hang on one sec, okay? I'm on a live right now. I didn't get the money and I didn't get in the shower. I'm like, oh my goodness. That's okay, Sherry.
I heard you were on the phone. I was just going to text you, say take your time.
Oh,
Then you came.
I am on the phone too. I'm doing a live on my channel because there's some people that are using my footage and I didn't really like that.
Okay.
I'm just sort of,
Well, you know what?
following that up with everybody.
Uh-huh.
It was 30, right? Was it 30? 29, 30?
Yeah.
That's okay.
No, I'll
Yeah, sorry about that. And I really wanted to visit for a few minutes. Oh, you're
No,
so
that's okay.
sweet. Oh, thank you. And I didn't even shower yet. I'm like, oh, I gotta deal with all of what's going on online here.
Thank you very much. No, that's good. So that's your bucket there.
Yay!
Mhm.
Thank you. This is a huge
I
bucket of
know.
honey.
It lasts me quite a while.
Oh,
But I was almost
good.
done now too, so I right away ordered
Did
one
you?
too. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I hope everything's going good with the group. I miss you guys. You know, I do. I love coming. You know, I just felt like everything is just weird. So.
Yeah.
Too much.
Well, you know, we won't pressure you. It's your choice, you know. We
Yeah.
just will pray for you.
Yeah. I pray for you guys every night
Thank
too.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, don't worry then. I have a lot.
You have a lot to do? Okay.
I
All
was
right.
gonna take some
I'm
time
sorry.
if you had time,
Yes,
but that's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
No, that's
Okay, okay. I
Okay.
love you.
Okay.
Love you.
Yeah, I love you too.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Wilma. I wish I would have planned this or timed it a little bit better. I go and jump on the live because I really wanted to squash some things of people using my footage and stuff. So.
Oh man, still using your Wi-Fi, you mean, and stuff?
No, they're using my recorded footage on their channels, and that's not okay. So we're talking about it right now.
It
And
happens. I think I've heard before that, you know, when somebody has pictures or stuff and then they use them like if they're own and so on.
yeah. So we can't be doing that, and I'm trying to
No.
talk about it with my audience and let
Yeah.
them know I'm not okay with that. So we're gonna deal with it. If we have to do court, we will, whatever.
Yeah.
But okay, have a great day. I love you. Okay,
Okay.
bye. So sorry, you guys. So sorry. Sherry's such a doll. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you, Angela. I am truly, you guys, a God-fearing woman. I have no reason to, you know, lie about anything. I have no reason to take somebody else's footage and use it as my own. And quite honestly, you guys, I learned very early on that, you know, you cannot take the news channel footage and use it as your own and expect to collect any monetization on it. So let me just catch up on a few comments here. I was thinking I would squash that, but I just thought, you know, we've got to talk about this because some people are coming around saying I falsely accused and stuff like that. And if I find out, you guys, that there is some footage that I've reported as my own that really isn't mine, well, God, I will certainly turn around and take that back and apologize profusely. That's not my intention here to, you know, ruin someone else's channel by giving them a copyright strike. But it's not okay with me if somebody's going to take a little piece of my footage and use it for their own, you know, channel. They should have to go through the proper process to get their footage themselves. So True Crime Troy, as a YouTube content creator, I'm very respectful of other people's hard work, and I never use clips in anybody else's video without permission from them. Yeah, and True Crime Troy, you are the only person that I gave permission to. And perhaps if some of these people would have approached me and said, hey, I really enjoy that you found this footage and you've got it uploaded. Can we use it with you? Can we collaborate or something? I would have been far more inclined to deal with that, you know, than to see the footage and have other people contact me and say, hey, listen, this is up and this is on so-and-so's channel and this is on another person's. And then I've got to go and find out all these people that are, you know, unlawfully, you know, taking pieces of my upload and using it for their own. So can tell it's yours because you recorded. You can tell it's mine for many multiple reasons, and I won't give away my hand, but there are several you know, aspects that make the creation mine, and you know, it's obvious. So you know, I'm not going to go into who's doing what, but yeah, integrity is important, Lisa. I feel like if you breach that with people, you're going to lose trust and you're not going to be very successful. And it's better to be honest from the get-go than have to turn around and be honest about a lie. You know, like if some of these channels have actually used the footage and, you know, perhaps their partner, they don't know that their partner took the footage from me or something like that, you know, that's okay. But I mean, you can't use it. You know what I mean? You have to get the permission properly is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I know my footage as well, Angela. Even if it's just a piece of it, you know, I still recognize it 100%. A few of those channels where I told it was yours immediately I saw it, get angry and report the thieves. Yeah. Well, the reporting has to come from me for anything to be removed. Otherwise, it just gets reported by the viewer and their YouTube is aware of it, but they can't do anything about it unless the creator wants to do something about it. So awesome, True Crime Troy. Good job. And you've been done shitty enough times I'd never do that to somebody else, but in all honesty, you guys, I had done it in the past with news crews, news channels. I was taking their footage and I was incorporating it with my own commentary. And those posts after Article 13 came out, you guys, those uploads are not monetizationable. They cannot be monetized because the footage basically belongs to the news channel. So you can go in and re-edit and take out the footage that belongs to other people and go ahead and carry on. But, you know, you can't just use anybody's footage anymore, you know? They have to ask, yeah, and an agreement reached, right? And well, I probably wouldn't have said no. That's the funniest part about this. It's like, if people would have just approached me properly, I think we could be at a whole different level right now. But because there's so many people that just went and took a piece of it because they were excited that it was online and it was found and it was uploaded is not okay. And I have no problem going to court and ironing out anything and proving my evidence and showing my proof and all of the things that I had to do to get there and to get it. There is a fair use policy. However, you know, they still cannot just take my recorded footage and use it. That's not fair use at that point. What's up, Purse? What's the name of the video? I have 4 videos with the footage of Shanann uploaded. 2 without sound on it and 2 with. So Clary's saying something about it only has to take up 10% of their video. As far as I am aware from the YouTube policy guidelines is you cannot just use somebody else's footage, no matter what portion size it is. You can't just take it and upload it onto your channel with your own commentary. That's not fair use at that point. That's when you admit it and apologize for stuff. If you've done something wrong and, you know, you haven't, you know, stolen anything in a sense, you know, then you are within the fair use rights because of the information being, you know, attributed to, you're able to go and request this information and stuff like that. That's the proper process, you know? I mean, if they upload your work and have 90% of their own work. I understand what you mean, Clary. However, that's not true. You cannot just take, you know, somebody's footage and recording and then turn around and use it on your own channel, whether or not you have 90% of your own work as well. And I know this because of the previous uploads that I've done with, you know, the YouTube and news footage. You know, you cannot just take it, even if it is a small portion, and use it with your own stuff. So I wouldn't have known that. I would have thought it was shown on TV. Yeah, well, you know, with the Article 13, you guys, it's creating quite an uproar for, you know, people to have to go and get their own footage, their own information, their own recordings and stuff like that, you know? So I wanted to clear the air. I wanted to jump on here first thing this morning. I haven't even had a freaking shower yet because I'm dealing with all the emails and everything else. And I really wanted to set the record straight. So easy to Google, but Google doesn't have everything, you know? Like they wouldn't have permission to have that kind of footage up unless they actually requested it. Not the same situation, but close. They post pictures from items of crotcheted on Facebook, and there's been a few people who take my pictures, pass them off as their own. It is a terrible feeling, you know, that it's not competition though, you know, when someone's coming over to your space and channel and, you know, recording what work you have done. So law on fair usage may differentiate between countries. Now, perhaps that might be true. And if I was to learn something like that, I'd be like, okay, fine, you know. So, do I think there's much more Watts footage evidence sealed away? Of course I do, Gibson 45. I believe that there are many things that are, you know, that are going to stay hidden and sealed. There's no reason for us to see some of the stuff that they've seen. Hello, Brooke S. How are ya? So, you know, I have no problem going to court, proving my side of things, showing my evidence and stuff like that. I feel like, you know, this whole situation was particularly started by one particular person. And, you know, I have her information and I have everything I need to get in touch and contact her through legal paperwork. So I plan to use that if I need to. And, you know, I have no problem taking my argument and my evidence and my proof to court if that's what needs to happen. Exactly. I have absolutely no problem standing up for myself. I have nothing but time. That's what life is all about. So, you know, and I am a God-fearing woman. I have no reason to lie. I have no reason to cheat. I have no reason to steal. And I always take the long road traveled, the harder road traveled. It always takes me longer to reach any level of success due to the way that I do things, you know? So if there's any channels out there that feel like I have, you know, falsely accused them, I encourage you to send me your proof of where you retrieved your footage, where, you know, the date and time stamp of when you uploaded your footage, so that we can prove to each other that you did get it lawfully and you do have it for yourself and it isn't mine. That's my only argument. So so, you know, I'll leave you guys with all of this, and you know, I hope that I've cleared the air, and I hope that you guys understand where I'm coming from, and, you know, we'll carry on, and I will continue to, you know, have the integrity and honesty that I've maintained like this entire time uploading and discussing things with you guys. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. You know, I hope this doesn't get you down, and I hope that it helps to clear the air. So have a great day, you guys, and we'll see you soon for another true story.